Yes.
I don't understand why it does that. Like, come on,
I think there's a setting you can turn off to disable it.
Oh, can someone type in chat? If you need to pause, just type pause in chat.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. Let's remind me later. I start recording.
Hey, Catfish. Why Ash over McCree with this comp?
Because I feel like Ashe generally is better, but I haven't played much with her because I feel like her aim down has been messing up with me a lot. But I tried to change the setting in practice ranks, and I felt like I could actually hit things, so I'm gonna try it.
Ah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
I was just curious because I feel like
Yeah, no, I've actively
without a
avoided
mercy,
Ashe
I'm always
before.
like, by Ash.
Ash is still strong.
It's especially with Dynamite.
Even without mercy.
Yeah. What the fuck are these guys?
I don't know.
How do you close the chat?
Slash
You
high
can
chat.
leave in the like.
This is, yeah, slash high chat.
That's annoying.
It's still though. Alright, focus. They got a widow. Widow main. Double sniper. I can't fully shield this because they got a hog too.
Ring, hog right.
They're all.
It's gonna be playing in the hallway here. Okay.
Widow
So
main.
if someone goes up or around, let me know. Oh,
Right.
that's not a good idea.
Nice.
Double?
I have no shield for this.
Block
Hog.
those hands though. They have 2 snipers. Right.
Got blocked.
Sorry, I was playing in a really bad spot.
Oh, you're still 4 on point.
Yeah, I was trying to buy time.
It's just 2. Yours just 2. Just on and out. I'm right behind you on your right. Cool. Alright, they got the double sniper. Watch the
Widow
sight
looking
line
down
straight.
main. Widow looking down main.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be really careful with sight lines. I don't have shield for this.
Oh no. Oh shit, sorry. My bad was going.
Widow's almost dead up there, but I can't finish.
Push up, y'all. I can't protect that sight line. Push up in this corner here. Hanzo's on our left.
I'm down. We have no res.
Nicely.
Hands on top of up.
I'm gonna try purple in here. Widow's.
Hands
2
right
purple.
down.
Yeah, just right here. Just die on payload. Just die on payload or get out. Just die quick, please. Yeah, we're gonna have to defend this space from the high ground, because those snipers are just gonna run us over. We're gonna have to find a way to contest them. We're so close to grab. I'd say maybe even. But I'm gonna say maybe Diva for this. Just chill, please. Just chill. Once we have one more, I'll push in.
We should go now.
No, just wait.
I wouldn't land alright.
Go
We
now.
have to go.
I know.
Now you're purple, I can nano you. Sorry.
Pick up payload.
We're
It's
playing
okay,
in
put
their
it back.
spawn.
It's okay, we'll get shot from spawn here.
Yeah, don't give them any sight lines. Don't give them any high ground control or anything. Just hold on the right side here. We have shatter for this. We have grab. We have a lot of stuff.
Right behind. He's one.
Hanzo's in distillery.
Okay.
Don't know where Widow is.
No, let's back. Holding this thing.
Alright,
Purple again.
this corner, we're gonna ult here. We're gonna ult in this corner. Oh, look at
It's fine. They can pull up. Push.
Back heal zone.
Down.
Can you try to call for Nano? Because I just don't know how you play
Okay,
it.
that's
and
fine.
don't know when to give it to you.
For sure.
But don't go in.
Yeah, I'll call for it. Alright, going on right side. Go far right, go far right. Alright, jumping in.
The Sonic gun.
Okay, nano me. Nano right, nano.
Please purple.
Has a high ground.
Yeah. Hanzo's still high ground.
Do you have bubble?
I can't get up there.
He jumped off.
Yeah.
We just keep holding this high ground. They're on McCree, no with us. Yep, no changes still. They're gonna do a nano bait on me, so I don't want to be too. Actually, we have the May.
I know what we're holding, by the way.
Yeah, as long as we hold this corner here. Watch hooks, watch hooks.
Hawk is going to left.
Yeah, they have dragons still. They can pop down now.
Big purple here. 4 purple
you.
push. Sorry.
Back. I don't want to shield that.
No wall, no wall. I messed up Blizzard, Blizz.
Can you roll out Winston? I have Shatter here. Or
Purple
Winston ball.
again, Ryan. I tried to get back.
Do that.
Down.
Get the tree muted.
No.
I'm just sad.
Don't be sad, guys. This is our warm up. Our comms aren't like set up yet and stuff. Like this is literally a warm up. I'm considering this quick play. Don't beat yourselves up over what just happened. Don't worry about it. Just focus on attack.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Even if it weren't like win or lose, it's a scrim. We're here to
Yeah,
learn.
it's a scrim. I mean, yeah. This is. I mean, we're gonna take the next maps more seriously. Not that I'm not taking this as like super serious, but it's okay. Don't let that one.
We stretching.
Yeah.
We stretching.
Yeah, exactly. Let's focus on attack now.
Alright, what are we running?
Do we run it back on attack?
I do want to do run Zarya on attack again. Here.
Sure.
I do want to stick with the May. Catfish, let's keep you on something long range. So any hits again and stay on that.
Do you want me to go for the first pick?
What's that?
Widow. When doors open. And then change to May.
Okay, that works.
I'll do Widow.
And I want to do Ana Bap again. Diana, you were doing a really good job of purpling on the last point. So let's try to do purples from starting on this one. Especially when Benno, she's been walling the Rhine really well. When he gets walled off, he needs to die every time.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that by purpling him.
Alright, we're gonna scout. If they have snipers, I'm gonna go hotel. If not, I'll go right side to get our widow some spots.
They have Echo.
Vitality field.
Okay, Ash, Echo. Nice. Pushing in hard.
Look for purple here.
Ryan shield broken.
Ryan sleeping.
We going hog.
Agent 2.
Frozen.
Go.
Run.
Someone's in hotel.
Ash. No shield for this.
Echo.
Echo. Ash. Echo.
I threw that over you.
They're down me.
Nice take, guys. Well played.
Maybe Bap, Widow, Kayla?
Yeah, they're holding this corner, so we don't have to do much right now. We just get the payload up there, and then we'll fight. I'll have Shatter by the time I'm there, so and we could do Bap window. Yeah, just keep poking them. They're backing up. No shield or no. Break shield. I'll shatter. Break shield. I'll shatter.
Echo window. I need help behind.
Focus Echo behind. Focus Echo behind. Focus Echo behind. Echo behind.
She's stunned. Up.
I'm gonna duck. Okay, nano me.
Hog purple.
I'm on hog.
There is.
It's okay, hog still.
Go.
Okay, it's lost. Just chill, back
Back
up. We'll wait for May and we'll make a big push off of this. Just that back window.
Ooh, yep. Asher's window.
Okay, we need to chase her out of there. Let's all go high ground. Y'all need to get her out of there. Help our widow out. Nice.
I got the Ash.
Perfect.
She's
Okay, come hallways right.
I hear the echo. Or no, it's just not.
Echo.
Alright. We're gonna bap window here, and we're gonna go hard.
Just Rhyme Mercy.
I have to do that.
It was terrible.
Yeah, a little anti-synergy, it happens.
I feel like going through that hallway is also like kind of hard for me because I have to like play front line, kind of like I can't go back because we're coming out of a hallway.
Yeah, I
And
really
had
wanted
to be there and then I got hurt.
Echo right.
I wanted the straight line for the bap window, fire strike. Thought that was gonna be really good.
Echo's in the window.
No hook.
I'm asleep.
Right.
Echo behind.
Nice.
Got her, Echo. I need healing.
I'm gonna shatter.
fuck.
Run. Ash behind.
Ash behind.
Get Ash first. Get out, May.
No, fine.
Is Ash okay still? She's
I
dead?
don't know.
She's
They
behind.
rest.
Ash is gonna be on the right. Ash on the right.
Nice job. Get the Ash.
Who'd they swap from to Genji? Was that, did they used to have a Reaper or something? Or that was Echo,
Echo.
Nice Frost.
Perfect headshot.
Yeah, let's just keep 3 on payload, try to make up some lost time here.
Amplification matrix ready.
Nice shot.
Nice Captain.
Okay, I'll have Shatter here, I don't think they'll get a contest. Nope.
Slip up.
Huge.
I woke up, sorry.
Deflecting. Stand up.
I'm gonna shatter.
Get the rank.
That's it. Come back.
Hop out. Okay, good. Look,
It's 5v6 right now.
no shield.
I have bliss.
5v5, let's go.
No shield, just careful. We play it slow, just keep breaking their shields. Okay, no shields. Ash, we need Ash first. We need to get rid of Ash
There's
first.
a purple hawk in the blue room. He wants
We
to
need
hook
to get rid
someone
of
into the
Ash
pit.
Get the Genji.
Fucking
It's
rage.
purple.
Yeah, these people are holding high ground right above us. If we're like in that stalemate, can we go flush them out? Because otherwise they're just gonna sit on our faces.
Let's go flush them out.
Yeah, I'm gonna push forward a little bit and you can all go stairs left.
No, she's not that. She's not.
I'm gonna grab.
Okay. Okay. I just want the win here.
Nice job.
3 payload. Can we get May and Zari up here? I'm gonna hold left side.
Where's
Bye.
the on right?
I need help left. I need help left.
Watch out.
You walled off.
There's no point.
Two purple.
No point.
Nice purple.
Help.
Gonna sleep off.
Messy.
Need help on Genji behind. Kill for Ana. Kill for Ana behind.
I'm down.
It's lost. It's lost. Die. Jump off. Jump off. Jump off. Jump off. Jump off.
I appreciate it.
What are we doing? Got 20 seconds. Going for her or?
We're all here.
Can't hold.
Okay, none of me. None of me. None of me. None on right. None on right.
Get the right. Nice.
Okay, none of me. Push.
3 purple. Something on left.
Get
check.
Ash left. Get Ash left. Get Ash left. Ash left. Ash left. Nice.
Going left.
Genji first. Genji first.
Don't kill it. Easy to stun him left. I'm down.
How did I miss that sleep? I don't understand.
Alright, guys. Not bad. Your attack was a lot better than your defense. But you guys are still warming up. It's pretty clear. Okay, so I'm just gonna go into my notes real quick. I was setting up my OBS, so I wasn't entirely sure what happened here, but when you guys were defending on first point, is there a reason why you guys weren't set up on the choke? Because when I came in, you guys were like on the point. Nice, Venu.
Sorry, which point on defense? First, second, third?
Yeah, defense first point, because when you have a Mei, you're supposed to be holding the choke, not the point. I was just wondering, was it, like, did I miss that? Because I was alt tabbed. When I came in,
yeah,
you guys were on
We were holding point.
Yeah, we were on
Oh.
point, and it's because they
pushed
had
us
double
off it, yeah.
snipers, so we were just like, okay, they're gonna double snipers.
You can
and
still
hog,
hold
yeah.
that. You can still hold that. You just have to play right on the other side of the wall. So you can't be like, between statue and hotel where the Widow has an open sight line on you unless Ryan's holding shield. Otherwise, everyone has to play either around the corner of hotel. Healers can stay there with being completely out of sight, or just on the other side of the choke wall, because they don't have any line of sight there, and literally you're just waiting for them to move forward and then you ice wall. So just because they have snipers doesn't mean we can't hold choke when we have a Mei.
Okay. Yeah. So.
But that puts a lot of pressure on your supports. So supports, you really, really have to play corners really hard there. You can't peek. And people who need heals up front, you have to know that your healers aren't just going to walk up behind you because they're going to get headshot otherwise. They have to play those corners. So healers, feel free to say, I need you to move to your right if you know someone needs heals or something like that in a situation where you're locked down because of snipers. Can I get game mode so I can change out players? Sure. Make owner. Perfect. Okay, so next time definitely hold choke when you're playing the Mei. Benno, you were getting really nice walls on the Rhine. I think I already mentioned this. We just needed the follow up on the purples, which Duna, I saw you step up your purple game after like halfway into it. I think we were all just warming up in the first half, so it's fine. But you were doing a much better job of purpling the enemy team on the second half. The Reaper swap, this was my fault because I told you to swap to Reaper if they're not playing and I gave an example of Pharah, but a long range character would also be something that needs a long range character to contest. So we didn't have anything to contest like their Widow and Hanzo when we were running Mei Reaper, so I would have requested staying on long range. With Catfish, your Widow was insane. I haven't really seen you playing Widow that much in the tournament, so your Widow was doing a lot of work, so it's good to know that we have that in our pocket because your Widow was popping off, doing work. So I would have preferred for you to stay on a long range, and really a Widow because your Widow was doing really good there. Benno, I think I only heard you call your Mei ult one time, and it wasn't before you threw it. It was just letting the team know that you had it, which is good to let your team know that. But you really, really need to call next fight. I'm throwing my Mei ult. We all need to call that actually. Soups, you were doing a good job of saying that you were going to ult this next fight, but you were really the only person. What or not, I think the grab was called either by like Soups or someone who was saying that we were going to grab this fight or whatever. And again, I don't put as much pressure on my tanks to call their ults because I know it is very situational. But DPS really, really, really need to call ults, especially like a Mei ult because that's like point winning basically. Frost, I wanted to commend you on killing the hog on attack first point when he got purpled. Like a purple hog, you weren't here when I mentioned this to the team on Saturday, but a purple hog is almost always first priority. Of course, it's situational, but it's very important to kill purple hogs. And I saw that he was about to get away when he got purpled, and you like stopped healing just to kill him. And that was a really good play on your part.
Yeah, I do like prioritizing purple talks.
Yeah. Soups, just one thing. Need 1 more minute, please. Okay. Soups, there's a number of times that we had teammates getting hooked, and it was because they were either in front of Soup's shield just slightly, or they were off to the side. And a couple times, or about half the times, it was because Soups was backing up. And Soups was usually actually calling her back up, but Soups, what I would recommend is saying you're backing up to the left or backing to the right, even though it's completely obvious that that's what you're doing. It's maybe not going to be so obvious for someone who might be just in front of you or off to the side. So I would just, in addition to your call out that you're backing up, say you're backing to the left. And that should indicate to someone who might be to your right, left, or right behind your shield that they need to also move left with you.
Okay.
Because there was a number of fights that we lost, probably 3 of them, just because someone got hooked from either a retreating shield or because that player was outside the shield anyway. Which reminder to everyone else, please respect Soup's shield. Please be mindful of where that shield is. I mean, it's okay. We all get picked sometimes. That's the game. That's why Hog is a character in the game, is because sometimes we make positioning errors. So it's okay. But just try to be mindful of that. It's something that's completely avoidable if you're just very strict about making sure you're out of line of sight.
Yeah, will do.
Sport go with. Okay, that flank of the Ashe on attacking that third point. You know how the Ashe was up top on the left on the catwalk when you guys were pushing in? Do you remember that? And Soups called that we need to have someone deal with the Ashe. So it was like I saw a couple players like Frost at one point, and I saw Catfish turn around, but no one really like hard committed to flush her out. So in that situation, what I would have done is like, the front line was doing fine. They weren't actively engaged in battle. They were kind of just moving forward and holding that corner. So what Soup said someone needs to deal with the Ashe. I would send, for example, McCree and Bap, or McCree and Ana would work too. And at that point, you said Catfish say, "Okay, I'm going with Duna. We're gonna flush her out. Just wait, 15 seconds. Go up the stairs, flush her out. That Ashe has to die at that point. Where's she gonna go? She drops. There's people there. She drops in basically in the middle of the enemy team, right? So, yeah, it would have taken 10, 15 seconds to make that rotation, but they would have been down an Ashe. And instead, that didn't happen, and the Ashe had high ground, and she just basically slowly killed you guys from behind. So it was good of Soups to call that, but there was no execution, no planned execution after that. So when someone calls, there's a flank, we need to deal with it, I need to hear, okay, I'm dealing with it. Ana, can you come with me? Go ahead and deal with it. Call, Ashe just dropped. Kill Ashe, whatever. And Soups is not necessarily going to turn around and deal with it because she needs to make sure her shield's up and they're not pushing the corner. And if they are, then Soups will update you they're pushing or something like that. But otherwise, I need to hear what's going to happen about a call that's made. All right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think, which map did they pick for next? I saw Volskaya
I
somewhere.
didn't, I don't think.
I saw Volskaya smiley
yeah.
face.
Oh, yeah.
We'd like to defend Volskaya.
Are they calling us stupid?
No,
Or is he calling them?
he's calling their teammates stupid.
Okay, so Volskaya defense, we're gonna run that dive comp that we played that worked really well for us. That's gonna be Winston Diva, Pharah Soldier, and Mercy Anna. Do you know, were you there? Yeah, you were. So I want Anna Soldier to play in the back. You guys remember where you guys were set up, right? Benno, you were with Kaden there,
Yeah.
set up in that corner. So you can show Duna if Duna doesn't remember where Kaden was set up. So I want you guys set up there. Winston Diva, you can start on top of the hut or wherever that's called on high ground. If you need a drop, that's fine. You guys know how to play that. And then Mercy Farah, so you guys can fly around the map. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh, you gave me lead back. Oh my god, I did not see that. My bad. I'm like, why are they not doing anything? They're attacking, we're defending.
Traveling to Volskaya.
Did they even say they gave it back to me? I had no idea.
No. They just did it.
The game's dead, but they didn't.
Okay.
Select your hero.
What am I playing?
Diva.
Yeah, we're gonna do a diva version. Cool, and just remember, we do have to just push up just a little bit past choke, because I don't want to engage too far out of my on a site.
Imagination is the essence of the soul.
Giant gorilla, just like in those old video games.
I get that part.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Remember, call your DPS, olds. DPS. Want to hear them.
It reminds me of home.
Try.
I'm 0% that on ultimate right now.
Me too!
Wow, what a
Please!
Wada, can you get a scout going?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Genji.
Genji Ash.
Genji Ash.
Use some assistance.
What's tank lineup?
Don't see them yet. Very
Hog.
very hog. Very hog.
Sorry,
Okay.
Fucking
Yeah, you're out, you're out.
Purple.
Just let him push up just a little bit. I'm probably gonna dive on this Ash combo.
Sorry, the zero of us. I'm
Hop
Genji.
left, hop left, hop left. Up Dion on left. On Mega, on Mega, on Mega, on Mega, on Mega. Everyone peel for Mega. I'm gonna jump on Ash. Get her out of here. I'm on front.
Sleeping hog.
Come on, Genji. Nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna go high ground. I'm gonna go on Ash on the right side.
Sorry, I was
Fine,
reloaded.
fine.
Sorry, Owen.
Alright, it's just Soldier
Cat
Diva
fire, cat
Ana.
fire, cat fire.
Let's use Ana to save, or let's use Nano to save it if we need it. Someone call it. Someone call Nano if you can make a play.
I'm down.
Okay, no, don't use anything. Don't use nothing else. I don't want to contest with 3. We're in here. We're in here already.
My time.
Yeah.
We have spawned at Lantern.
Here. They're probably gonna make a play off Nano Blade grab or something. Zarya wasn't doing much on me, but I don't know if she was doing much on anyone else.
I'll barrage them when they come in.
But do we know how
It
much?
was mainly the Genji just initiating.
Do we know how much Zarya was doing damage?
didn't do much to me. It was the Genji was the biggest problem.
Okay. I'll contest his R. Perfect. That's fine, that's fine. We're out of this immediately.
Get the Ash, get the Ash. He's one.
Okay, you nano monkey here? You nano monkey?
Wait, down 1 second. I don't know where it
Genji behind, Genji behind. Genji. Down.
I'll push Genji away.
Why would I nano you when you're ult?
We'll talk about it after.
Mattie's behind you. He's low.
Zar, nice. Genji now, Genji. I'll jump on backline.
Come left. Don't do it anymore.
Just go Genji. Nice. Someone's far right. I think it's Ash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
She
make
just
sure
came
she's
out
out.
of the back.
Okay.
Yep. We got McCree now instead of Genji.
Stupid Anna. She's all the way out there.
Hawk going platform.
Far right? Is it? Yeah.
Get dropped.
Right. I'll just keep holding front line. Okay, he's main. They're main. Nice. I'm gonna just soft engage here. I'm out.
Sorry, I won.
Don't overcommit for this.
Sorry, yeah, no, personal.
They bubbled. I'm on hog.
Something purple in the back.
Zar. Alright, careful. Don't overextend past choke. Monkey again. They're gonna hoggle a nano or a grab soon. Alright, Ash is going far right. Oh, I missed that.
I'm gonna nano barrage, I think. I can't see it there.
Yeah, I had to do
Ash
this.
is there.
I messed up.
You can bomb this.
Zar.
Sorry, I couldn't get there this fast.
Further experiment.
The Bob left side go off right, does if you can.
Set up.
Activating shield.
Go to sleep. Score 0-2.
Okay, that was positioning errors. I'm gonna go over that after this round is over, but that was majorly positioning problems.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Yeah, just either me or whoever else, just call nanos, just so we do use it and we are assertive with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over that after this as well, about nanos, because I do agree that we should be using them a little more aggressively. So, see if you can, if you think we're about to lose a fight and they're gonna cap, or we're not, in this case we're attacking. So if you think it'll make a difference, it's okay if it's not like the perfect setup. So it's like barrage nano, it could be the monkey, that's fine. It could be Benno, that's fine too.
30 seconds.
But we'll go over that after this.
Very hot.
Yeah, I tried to actually nano both DPS, but they both like ran like slightly
I
out of
know, I
range.
saw Catfish drop right in front of that ledge and you had no LOS on her. I saw it.
Benno was the same, like when the soldier started ulting, she was like running right like to the left.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. I do want to take that mega on the right side again, unless if they are there. So we'll just get a good scout.
Capture.
Zar, they're holding main right. I'm gonna jump over choke.
You got
Can we
12.
engage? They're on four bash.
Third down.
I'm a back up for kills. Go all far right. Go right. Come in. I do want to take this mega away from them. Alright. I have my cooldowns. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we got
They're behind Ryan down there. I'm
Going
gonna
up.
Okay, Gage on run. Yeah, do not let them have this. This is ours. I'm gonna engage on Ash in the back line. Oh.
Purple's area.
Nice, nice.
Nice. I'm gonna
There's
engage.
a torp behind you. Torp
Oh.
behind you. Rust, careful.
Yeah, I need this mega. Oh.
Whereas
I think we need to get it.
I think fighting in there is like generally a good idea, but with the Pharah, we just don't do much with her.
Yeah, guys, try diving hut. Try diving hut. Don't go into corridors.
If
Give it a
we
shot.
gotta dive, we need to dive.
So after holding left here, I'm gonna jump on her right now. They got the torp turret right. I need that taken out.
They're hitting it.
There you go. Nice.
I'm run.
There is one.
Are you?
that.
Right now.
We'll live first. But
Alright,
you're-
it's lost now. Just careful on turret. Nice.
Okay, Soups, that was a good dive on hut, but I want to see everyone dive with you. So I want Diva there with you. I want Pharah focusing. Who's on hut?
I was respawning. I couldn't be there. Sorry.
Okay, that's yeah.
Physically impossible.
Yeah,
I wasn't
Soups,
quite
follow
sure
it
where
and
we were going.
Make sure
Yeah.
your team's ready. Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 support ults. We have Feral ult here, and I have Monkey to save myself. Okay, they just use Fire Strike. Can we go in? Oh, we get a res first. They just use fire. I'm going in. Mid.
How about?
Need that turret down.
Right down.
Target.
I lost the support.
Chop,
I'm
chop,
going
chop,
on
chop,
Ana,
chop.
right? I'm on Ana right now. Okay, it's lost. Just diring it out. You can. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna jump far. I think they're gonna get me though. Yeah.
Oh, Brian, you can do it.
No worries.
Further experimentation.
Alright, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna create a distraction. Let's use some DPS ults here.
Frost, can you stick with me? I can take care of the turret.
We're gonna go far top left.
Turret
left.
down.
Don't let them hold that high ground, guys. Nice. That's nice.
Go top left, get the high ground, and we're gonna use DPS ults. Just everyone
Ashes
rotate
Hurd
left.
on red.
Everyone rotate left.
Fire.
Throwing a nade into them.
I'm gonna push
3.
bomb off.
Popping.
3 purple
Popping,
red. 3 purple red.
Buffalo.
Nice.
Mercy one.
Good old Venom.
Zarya's low on right side of Mega. Zarya's low Mega.
Mercy by yourself, right? Yeah.
Well done. Good job. Don't ever let them abuse high ground when you guys are running dive.
I got long spawn.
You got legs.
You're on the legs.
You're almost here before we capped.
They're on double hit scan. Double hit scan ball. They lost their range shatter.
Do you know how much effort I had to put in fish? I had to hold W for like 5 seconds. Terrible.
We'll go top right here. Hold this top right corner. Everyone get on high ground here.
Sorry. Complicate.
They're
Okay.
far back.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Kept pushing with dog.
Yeah.
Ashes back left.
Diva, can you
I
jump
don't
me
know
on
how to
main?
hold that.
I'm gonna jump. Mid. 3. Look up. I'm on Mercy one. Ashes on the
in
left.
Right. I'm on the Ana.
Ashes left. She's on Mega.
Zarya's one. Okay, never mind.
Ashes behind us. Here, I'm gonna go Ash left, please. Ash.
She's mid.
Down.
Mercy one.
Mercy.
You don't have any mercy.
Alright, they still haven't swapped to a shield yet. Ball's probably 50-60 on mines. Let's do a bomb here.
Re-engaging.
They got Bob.
Yeah, I'll try to monkey ult Bob away again.
Frost, can you stay a bit more with me?
Yeah, I just feel like I need to heal everyone a lot. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, keep taking this top right. Make
Why
sure
don't
we get
go
our Ana
left
here.
and then pop to the high ground? It's less ground to cover.
There is a sleeping ball behind.
I'm gonna try that next priority here. I'm gonna
I have a soldier.
ball. Ball on the right. Get the ball. Ball.
I'll hit him.
All right, he's out. I got monkey ult. I'm gonna engage mid on Ash.
I think buys it too.
Can we get Mercy right? Mercy.
She's double. Down.
Sorry, that's my fault.
I'm sorry, I pushed right into you.
There's the ball behind me sleeping.
Door. Door needs to die now.
Ball.
Ball.
Up and I can go anything.
They're on Tracer. Tracer no cooldown. Tracer literally no cooldowns.
Bob sleeping. He's nanoed. I'm
Ash is
super
one.
low here.
Zara.
I'm on Ash.
Zara.
Ana right. Ana.
Need healing.
I can heal you.
Door.
Zara low.
Sorry, I'm full.
Tracer one. Tracer left. Tracer mid. Tracer no cooldown. Tracer far left, no cooldown.
Push it one.
Careful of Hog. We need to kill Hog. Hog first.
Sleeping hog. Just let him sleep. Okay.
Ball now. I'm on legs.
Purple.
More no fade inside. More no fade right. More. Tracer no cooldowns.
Get it down.
Lucio.
Hog again. Hog main. Hog.
Hog probably has ult here.
Ball bonus. I'll try to clear as much as I can.
Purple ball.
Bap now. Bap first.
Back.
We need to kill Tracer now. She's doing damage. Tracer no cooldowns left. Tracer.
Flash guys. No,
Hog.
Purple soldier and
I'm gonna push ball away.
Both coming back in. Nice job.
I'm under attack.
Score 2-2. Switching sides.
Soups. When you dive a target, can you go right up in their face? I feel like you call out that you were diving Ash, but by the time I got there, you were already going somewhere else while I was trying to kill her, and then I died.
Yeah, it's part of like Ash just booping me away. Also, it's just getting that timing down, because she is playing around me diving her. But yeah, I am trying to do that. Yep.
Because like I lose all orientation when I dive because I have to look down to get there. So I don't see where anybody else is but the target you just called. So when you call a different target, I don't know where they are.
Yeah. I will keep trying to be in her face. Just she does have that knockback. Just so sometimes I do have to be like, crap. I have like 4 seconds. I have to find something else.
Okay. So the honest soldier positioning on defense was not correct. So it's not the bridge that I wanted you guys to hold, but like way back in the corner, on point. Gosh, how do I describe that? I might have to like walk you guys through there. Benno, you
like
are holding
upstairs
that with
from
Ada.
the
The health, yeah, from the
Okay,
team's
gotcha.
health pack.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I wanted you guys to hold. It's okay to start on the bridge just for like initial ult charge. to like throw a nade or whatever, or sleep them so they lose 6 seconds. Like it's okay to just kind of spam for a little bit, but you guys really should allow like fall back and play around point. I know it maybe feels a little uncomfortable because it's like, oh, I'm just giving them choke. You're a dive team. You're not diving to choke. You should be diving when they go past choke, so you have all kinds of places you can dive, to the left or behind them or to the right, and you have places you can retreat to when you need to. And that gives excellent position. Your Ana and Soldier in this comp are huge. They are stabilizing point. If anyone tries to touch point, they're getting purpled, they're getting hit by Soldier. They try to dive the Ana, there's a Soldier there protecting the Ana, also with the heal station that can heal them both. So Soldier and Ana are holding down that point by holding that corner that I'm talking about.
Yep.
So that was why that failed, was because the initial positioning wasn't correct, and that was partly my fault because I wasn't clear on which corner I wanted you guys to hold. Again, you can start bridge where you guys were, throw your damage, and then run back to where you need to. Then that's to avoid something like what happened, which is the Genji that dashed up there and was able to kill you close quarters in that little hallway. Thanks, sweetie. Sorry. Okay, so that issue with the nano, which by the way, I didn't see any issues on attack there. You played that really well, Duna. But when we were defending, I think and Suits, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you were calling nano, I think you called it and you waited like a good maybe 4 or 5 seconds, but you didn't get it, and then that's why you ulted. I think that's what happened. But I think the reason why you didn't get it was because you didn't tell her, like you were literally behind your Ana. So I'm not sure if Dina knew where you were.
No, I had no idea. I was
yeah,
like,
I'm sure she would have nanoed you if she knew where you were. But like you called it like maybe 2 or 3 times and you weren't getting it, and then I saw you ult at that point, which I was like, okay, I see. I think that's why you ulted, because you weren't getting it, because you know not to get nanoed when you're ulting, right?
Yeah.
It's not best. Okay. Just want to make sure you were clear on that, because Duna even questioned. She's like, "Why would I nano you if you're ulting?" Which is correct, but I think Soup's only ulted because she wasn't getting nano.
Yeah, I didn't see the positioning, so you know that would make sense why I didn't get it.
Yeah, you were behind her. She had no like.
Yeah. My thought process was I'm gonna engage with nano on Monkey, just plain Monkey, but then I heard the nano blade go off, so I'm like, okay, I gotta primal this away because we have nothing else for this.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, and that was correct. And I do think engaging with the nano monkey is perfectly fine. I like that play. I like a nanoed monkey. It's probably the best thing you can nano. Of course, barrage is good and soldier ult is good, but with the way that we play, I do really like nano monkey. So I would give preference to that. So that was again a positioning thing. So in that situation, if Duna's not, and Duna, if Soups calls nano, you can just aggressively like, where are you? You can just say you have no idea where she is. And that's one of the other things that Duna, I do want you to be a little more aggressive on your callouts. When you guys were attacking, I think it was this last push or second to last push, you slept that Hammond that came after you. Like everyone went on high ground and he came for you and you slept him. And your team was right there. They were just on that little ledge thing. And you waited maybe like 2-3 seconds until you said, "There's a sleeping Hammond." And then he woke up 3 seconds later. And then that's when Soups was like, "Oh, focus Hammond," because he was by himself at that point. But as soon as you sleep Hammond, I want to hear sleeping Hammond on the ground, especially when he's right next to your team. If he's far away from your team's busy, whatever. But your team hadn't started the fight yet. So they literally could have just looked behind them, which is where the Hammond was, and focused him and killed him. At that point, it would have been a 6v5 in that situation. So just call those sleeps when you land them, and especially in situations where your team's not in a fight and they can just handle whatever is sleeping at that point.
Yeah, I'm definitely usually more vocal. I'm just like in actual cramp pain. I'm gonna get the painkiller really quick too, because I'm having the mad day. So I think I'm also just playing like really slow in some situations where I'm just like, man, I'm just not focusing up properly.
That is fair.
Okay, and that's totally fine. So okay, so attacking Hut. So I really didn't want to have to say what you guys should be doing, but it was like really frustrating for me to see you guys just let the Ash Mercy hold Hut, and Benno kept dying because Benno was trying to do her job and contest whoever was on high ground. But because she was doing it basically on her own and they weren't feeling any pressure other than from her, Benno kept getting picked. So you guys really need to see, especially when they're running a hit scan, are they abusing high ground? If they are, you guys are running dive. You guys should be dominating high ground. There's no reason why a Mercy Ashe should be holding high ground for an entire fight when you guys are running dive, especially when they're holding it in the middle of the point. Like sometimes they'll be off in a corner somewhere, so it takes a lot of resources to get to them, but they were right on the hut. There's no reason why they should be holding that. So just make sure that, if you see, and Benno, feel free to call that. Like if you're struggling because there's an Ashe holding high ground with the pocket, you can call it and say, we need to get that Ashe off high ground. You can say that if, you're not able to kill her by yourself, which you shouldn't be able to when she has high ground and she has a pocket Mercy. Okay, that's all I had for this. We're gonna play Numbani. Thank you. And I want us to go dive again, and we're gonna do the same dive comp. Let's see if they pick attack or defense. Okay, so we're gonna attack first. I want my dive team to go down main. Everyone except Ana Soldier. Ana Soldier, I want you to go up the stairs. Wait for your dive team though. I don't want you to go up the stairs and engage. Just go up the stairs and wait. Soups, I want you to call the dive. As soon as they're distracted with the dive, then you can go up the last flight of stairs. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and so Soldier, just be ready to put down your heal station if they do jump you or there is someone there that starts hurting your Ana. Don't do it immediately for no reason. Just do it when and if they start, putting out any damage towards you two. But you guys are going to hold that, the top of the stairs, and then just support your dive team on whatever they're jumping at that point, and you guys have high ground in that situation. Okay, they said they don't care.
Yeah, I was what you just said I was gonna ask was like I've had previous struggles positioning in Ana, so I never knew where exactly they would have to go, so that's perfect.
Okay, cool. And if this doesn't work, like I want us to give it a good at least 2 times, and if you think you can get it a 3rd time, then do it a 3rd time. But if the first 2 times doesn't work because they're like not letting our Ana Soldier set up for whatever reason, that's okay. Then your whole team can go down main, or Ana Soldier can go under, like how you go under the stairs and
around through park and stuff.
But that's all for attacking, right?
Yeah,
This is just attack. This is just for attack. Yeah, defense. I'll tell you guys where to set up for defense. This is just attack.
We're on defense now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want the Ana on the Bastion spot with Soldier, or?
Yes, the same thing. We're still running the same comp, and then yes, it's exactly what you said, Soups. Ana Soldier.
Where is the Bastion spot?
Where's
I'll point it out.
Right there. Yeah. You guys are in that corner. Yep, Soldier and
wrong way.
Ana together.
Go for that one.
You guys are BFFs.
Yeah, I'll hold left and I'll jump right if they go up the stairs.
And then always remember to reset to high ground. If you ever find yourself, having fallen off at any point, reset to high ground.
Definitely.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
I heard Zar,
Objective A.
Lucy, Genji, Hog, Zar, and Ana. They're going downstairs. They're all going downstairs. Can we position early?
Have
That's
Sombra.
Sombra.
I'm just gonna soft engage. I'm going back up.
Genji is on us, Benno.
Yep.
I'm gonna engage once they pop out. I'm on the far right. On the far back.
Lucian's
Start,
area.
start.
Lucian, Genji, high ground behind
Sorry, I
you.
have. Sorry,
I need to get out of this.
Lucio's sleeping high ground.
Genji.
I got
Hog.
I'm
Okay,
res-
careful.
I'm gonna-
Hog is chasing y'all. High ground. Okay, no one's there.
No, he's going left. He's still here.
Where's the Sombra at?
Back.
Just group together. Shit, don't get picked off with the
The
Hog.
hog is still here.
Cool, he's off. He's off. Alright, Lucy's just poking. Can we get back to the
Remember to
original
reset.
position?
Nice.
Ash.
Ash is down main. I just used my jump though. She fired me. They're all still main. They're still prospering. They don't have Hog, they have Ryan.
Ash still coming main.
She's poking me. I'm on Ash, you just use jump.
Someone's trying to go long.
I don't know where Zara went.
Top.
Alright, jump in. I'm on Ana. Ana. Oh, sorry. Run.
I have barrage. I'm gonna use it.
Can we go on Ana main?
I'm
Or
out of
jump
mech
there.
purple.
Half on point.
I'm on it.
We can see you all the way there.
Yeah.
I'm down. Got breath.
I'm gonna jump on Ash main.
No, don't go into main anymore. Wait.
She was just alone.
But there's a Sombra on our Mercy. She's top.
Someone translocated.
I can see.
Bubble fight.
Oh,
Okay, I can't.
here, I'll move away. I'll just move away.
Ash is high ground left.
Sombra low. Sombra one. I'm gonna jump up.
I almost got bomb.
Ana one main.
Double.
Got the Ana.
Nice.
I'm gonna barrage this.
Nice.
Did you just DM me?
Yeah. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Anything left?
Yeah, it
We're good.
protects you from taking damage.
Does it go like 360 around the DM?
They didn't
Wait,
use
doesn't it patch
CMP.
everything?
They swapped to Tracer.
They got Winston now.
I'm almost back up.
I think. No, it's our Winston.
They'll probably have
Ash is
beef
main.
with this.
Cappuccino.
And they're still main. I'll jump down once Rise is forward. I'm jumping on Ryan. Run.
I walked into that when you healing.
Run. Nice.
Purple's area.
I'm down.
Ash high ground.
Left, right.
Oh, sorry.
I'm on her.
Down.
Lucy one.
Where's that Tracer gone?
She red.
Yeah, I'm scouting her on the right. I don't know where she's at. She's probably just gonna touch.
Below. How did that get me?
Are you good?
Yeah, that's just right.
Have they grabbed?
I can't hit the lamp.
The lamp's almost down. Lamp's down.
I'm down.
Ash top left high ground.
Ryan is actually one.
I'm gonna push Ana in. Oh, she fucking slipped me. It's okay though.
Ash down. Right
Wow. Alright guys, no Bonnie's in our map pool now.
Farah's really good for defending because of the
I knew you guys would do really well first point. Alright, we know the attack strat. Let's give it a shot.
Yep.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Wait, but did they? I think I was dead. Did they actually use EMP or not?
No.
Yeah, once.
Okay, they did use it. Okay, cool. I was just
think
curious
that's
on
all we
that.
Yeah, I think there was only like one person on site when they popped it.
Mhm.
I was just coming back and if I was like 5 steps forward, it would have hit me.
Okay.
Imagination is the essence of discovery. I can't wait to see you all in action.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
A giant gorilla, just like in those old video games.
I get that a lot.
They have an interesting comp, that's all I will say.
Oh lord. Let me
Symmetra Bastion.
Bastion, yeah,
They
Sim
pulled the plat special. Let's go. They hit the button. All 6.
They lose
Boom!
one map and they go best.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's valid. It's valid. Someone was right there. I don't remember who that was. Yeah, they got Sim for sure.
Yeah, Sim.
Okay. Just play it
Someone
slow.
got Frank.
I'm gonna get a scout. They got Torb. Torb's Sim. Careful. I'm not full engaging yet. I'm not full engaging yet.
Yep.
No,
Should've
I
warned
was
me.
just scouting. I was just scouting. Alright,
Should've
just
warned me
wait for
before
Diva.
jumping.
Just wait for Diva. Just wait for Diva. Okay, Hogs
We don't
are
want them
on.
to know yet that we're gonna go
Yeah.
there.
I'm just holding this space. Don't let him push in.
I was supposed to reset the map. Okay.
Oh.
My bad.
Alright.
Yeah, they're not doing anything yet. They're literally all on the high ground. Everyone can go top left. I'm gonna hold top right.
They have no TP.
Alright, Venom and
Yeah,
I are in
Got the
position.
turret.
I'll grab Mega.
Yeah, I got the book, alright.
Alright.
Alright, call engagements, guys. I'm waiting.
Can we go on Torb right? Can we go on Torb right? Torb.
Turn down.
Alright, let me get health and I'll go in. I'm gonna go in on the left side on Ana. Stairs.
Purple hawk.
Go on stairs.
On point.
Sleeping.
Hold on to ball.
Ana.
Fish behind you. Fish behind you.
We're still up. We can win this. You can win this. Can we commit?
Look
Can
at
we
the
commit?
map half. Map 1. They're all purple. This is beautiful.
I'm right behind you, soldier. Alright.
I thought we could do it.
Did you run away?
They're on Widow now. No Torb. Widow,
I
no
died.
Torb.
You died.
There
Widow,
was a Zarya down there, and I tried to rock around a corner for a second.
Widow, no Torb. Watch your eyeballs. I'm gonna have to dive the Widow. We just gotta find her.
Sorry, you
Okay.
sounded so confident that we could win that I was like, okay, I'm gonna nano her. And then we're dead.
Yeah, I didn't think I was alone.
I'm asleep.
It's okay.
It's okay.
So I'm gonna have to.
Focus.
Yeah.
Widow's main are all the way on left stairs.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
No
Yeah.
TP.
Who's top right? Okay, Widow's far left. Far left. I'm gonna go on Widow now. I'll jump down.
I'm doing on the left.
I got hooked. Can we dive Widow far left? Can we dive Widow
Widow's
far
one.
left?
Oh,
No, she's too far away.
I'm dead, by the way.
They push
Yeah,
top
it's
left,
lost.
push
It's
top left.
lost. Jump off or die. Jump
Let's
off,
just
die.
go left
Reset.
side. Just go left side. Jump her.
We're
Because
pretty
that was-
close to having 5 ults.
Yeah, they're gonna
Like, if
sim
we do
all
go
here.
Go left.
I'm scouting.
Should
Alright.
we go under Benno?
Hog's
Yeah,
waiting
that's
for
it.
me. I think Widow looks far back.
They
Right?
know where we're going.
We can go up the stairs. Left up the stairs.
They're gonna hook me here. I can't do anything with this. I'm just gonna stop the engage, push them off here. That's perfect. I'm gonna hard engage on Widow far right. I pushed on off.
We're graphed down here, but I don't. I died.
I'm on bad. I don't know what's happening on point. Someone make calls on point.
Make calls.
I'm
Make
on
calls.
Widow far left.
Go
Fire.
down. The Widow was 1.
She's out. Widow's out. I'm only on sim left. I can't do with Hog. I think I get this kill.
I'm going up top left with Visor.
Oh, we need to touch.
Okay, can you touch?
Touch.
Lamps up.
Overtime. You need to walk.
It's just Diva Soldier.
I can't get on point.
But you're making that
Bap.
valley in them.
Sim one.
Ass pushing Tracer.
We work from Bap. She's on middle point.
Shush you. Nice try, guys. In the end, the reset didn't matter.
That's true. Okay, that was kind of positioning errors again. Totally, I expect all kinds of positioning problems, by the way. So don't. It's okay that we're making those mistakes. All right, that was on defense. Don't what? Oh, okay. Okay, so a little bit that I need to explain about this strategy of having your Soldier and Ana go up the stairs. The reason why we do that, and the reason why our dive team is going main, and then the dive team jumps first, and then the Soldier and Ana peek, is because we're assuming that there are people holding that ledge. Hold on, let me give this person lead real quick.
What ledge?
The ledge that Ana and Soldier are going to take over once you guys dive. Who's the person? Make
Yeah, like the upstairs where Ryan usually goes.
Make owner. There you go. Okay. Now at the second half of the game on attack, so however many multiple fights that was, they weren't even holding the high ground anymore, which means all of you could have gone up the stairs and started on high ground together instead of starting split. You start together on high ground. Soups call the jump. What or not Mercy go with, and Fair obviously you can be in position to help whatever they're shooting. Ana Soldier stay on that platform. You guys were perfectly situated to take that over with your comp. The reason why it failed was because instead of recognizing they're not even holding that high ground anymore, you could have just taken it over instead of starting split. The starting split is a bit of a disadvantage. They stopped holding that high ground second half. So at that point, call it. Let's just all go up the stairs. Everyone go up the stairs. Everyone starts together. You guys have the stronger position at that point. Call dives at that point. You guys are starting on high ground instead of starting on low ground, the dive team. We are spending way too much time on engagement. Soups, I know it's a big responsibility for you to call dives. That's not a small responsibility. I understand that. But you need to call it faster. It was a little too much time was spent reading the map. It's good to read the map, but we need engagements to happen faster. And I think there was a little bit of confusion on comms because that first initial fight, what or not, wasn't clear that she wasn't engaging because you said you were kind of just looking or whatever. I think maybe have a little more, I don't know what you could say, like, maybe you could work that out between yourselves. Say, I'm diving now. So that means what or not knows, do not dive unless Soup says the word now. Do not, or whatever it is. But change the language so it's more clear because she wasn't clear.
Okay.
You could basically just say first, jump after. Because that time, like, you jumped and I was like, okay, so we're doing the thing that we were planning to do. And then while you were in there, you were like, okay, I'm just scouting.
Yeah,
and then I was already there, and then there was a hog, and he hooked me, and and I went places.
Yeah, I think you were just trying to get high ground or something, Soups, but it did look like you were about to engage, which is why what or not went forward, but you weren't actually engaging. So that was a miscommunication thing. Again, totally fine. If our only problem was that I'd be happy with it. So it's okay. We just need to work on our comms a little bit, be a little more clear for each other. And then the other part about this, okay, so this has been kind of a thing I've been noticing that's happened at least once or twice every map, is someone will either make the wrong call or there'll be like some sort of miscommunication somewhere, and someone brings it up in the game. You need to hold off on those comments. So saying, oh, well, that wasn't really clear to me, so can you next time say blah? Like, that's not a conversation that should be happening in the middle of a game. Any of those comments. There's been a few of them already today. I understand why it's happening, and I get it, but it's just distracting from the game at the time, and it's wasting time. We don't have the luxury of time when we're trying to win points. So just remember it. It's important that whatever it was that you're like, oh, if you'd done it, differently, then that would have been better or whatever. Remember it.
Guess we're ready.
Yeah. Remember it. Just don't say it at that time. Okay. Ilios, let's try.
Did they just fucking start it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pause.
I mean, they also passive aggressively copied our message before when we were said we need a minute. Now they're like, just give us a minute, smile, start the game. Very nice.
Ilios. All right, let me see if we can. Which one is this one? Lighthouse. Oh, Farah's good here. You like running Farah here, right, Catfish? I said you like running Farah here?
Not really, to be honest.
Okay. All right, that's good. That gives us an opportunity to play one of the other comps. Let's do...
Yeah, and I don't know if they have the same hit scan or not, but maybe they did have a lot of double sniper early. Just careful. If they do run the long map.
I don't actually expect this to work. I feel like they're going to crack it easy. I just want us to get some practice on this comp. We're going to go Ryan Zarya. DPS, you have a choice between Reaper, Mei, Sim. Work that out between you two. And then I want Ana Bap. Yeah, let's do it that way.
So fish. Works for me. And then I guess if they're running Hogzara again, I'll probably change off for Reaper.
I can change, like, we can change that so
What am I
you're main,
playing?
I'm Reaper, but then I need, like, then I need a tank to press W. I know it's scary, but I can't kill anything if we're far away. It's sort of a high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
So, with this comp, you guys are going to go straight to sniper.
What am I playing? Please, somebody say what I'm
Ryan Zarya. Sorry, did I see the things? I missed it.
Point, right?
Yep, straight to point. Do not play in the open. You guys
Let's take
are
the
not
TP,
good
right?
in the open. They have someone who hasn't picked yet.
Go, 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 go.
The
My camera's rotating on itself. That's funny.
Alright, Ball's gonna go left. Anna is playing in the back line. Sig pushing on the point. Hog's probably gonna try and push towards the back of the point, but still on the point. Do you want to stay on point and let them come to us, or go right out onto point, like out into them and fight them there?
We want to stay on point, because as soon as we go out in the open, they got all the flanks.
Yeah, we'll set up a nest, and with Sim, we'll just play point for a sec. Unless if they're doing something wonky.
Yeah, you can
Sigma
put turret
might be a bit of a
outside.
problem with my turrets, but we'll see
You
how
got
it goes.
bomb this week?
Far, right?
I'm just gonna wall it.
They're rezzing. Okay. I have no shield for this.
I'm asleep.
Three purple. In main.
No shield. Hog, 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 hog. It's just water not.
Fish, you reckon you focus down the Farah?
I never really see her, to be honest.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard because they got the Ash and the Pharah pocketed now.
We still have TP.
We might need a hit scan for this.
Do we wanna?
There's still a hit scan. There's still a hit scan.
Okay.
I'll grab McCree.
Let's go on the. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go far, far left. I'm gonna take a really far left angle. Try to get some space for a hit scan. Stay close, y'all. Stay close.
I don't think Sim's gonna look too much into this.
Okay, we can swap next fight.
Yeah, I should have switched to Widow, not Free.
Nah,
Mercy half. Mercy one. Mercy literally one. Mercy literally one.
Purple hawk.
Hawk purple.
Nice.
down.
I just want on top. She's full. Fair on point. Fair on the right. Fair on the right. Fair first.
I'm down. Sit down.
I'm on point with shield. Six.
I'll stay.
Oh, I should have turned around.
Yeah, just hold. No shield.
No.
Six. Ash first. Ash.
Can you use the tank?
I'm gonna shatter this. I booped. We're good. It's just mercy. Ash first. Ana's outside. Can we chase the people on the edge? On the edge, on the coast, outside of point. Coast outside of point.
Where's your hop?
Purple Mercy on point.
Ash above the point.
Yeah, she's still up there. Mercy's not though.
Alright, I'm gonna push this Sig. Amaze on top. Okay, Hog's there now, I can't push too far.
Def me.
They wall,
Yeah.
the bad wall.
Dash.
Fire on point, fire on point.
Let's grab here, let's grab a nano.
They're making it. Down.
Okay, focus, target, next.
Hog.
101.
It's just Ana.
Get him.
Yes, Tuna!
Is it winnable?
How we look? Okay,
Reset.
yeah.
It's 99%.
Here, we're all gonna walk high ground. Also, I got the double off of that window. Oh my goodness, that was funny. Wait for everyone, wait for Ana. Cool. May's right up here, waiting for us. She just used wall. Just hold this high ground. Try to get the Ash off first. I have no shield now. Let me regain shield. Then I'm probably gonna shatter Hog and Sigma. No shield still. Alright, I'm going up. Oh. Alright, I gotta jump down at this point. I'm gonna shatter immediately. Hog. Hi, Ash. You like that, Amna?
I'm sorry, I don't even care that we lost that round. I don't know if you guys saw what just happened. Okay, that was actually hilarious. Okay, so I like literally set you guys up for failure on that to see what you guys would do, and it was really good that you guys swapped comps. For this one, I'm not gonna give. Well, hold on. For this one, let's go our dive comp. So we're gonna do Winston Diva. Catfish, are you comfortable playing fair on this map?
Not really, but if we just dive hit scans first, then we should be fine.
Okay, fair Mercy, and then let's go Soldier Ana.
Oh, they got a widow, or no, yeah, that's a widow for Mercy.
I won't be able to contest that,
Yeah,
soldier.
let's just hold far left for a bit. Everyone walk far left. And
Okay,
we'll
remember
rotate
what's
off
up?
of that.
Remember what Catfish asked for.
Hog's on point. I'm probably gonna jump over Hog. I'm trying to scout. I'm jumping on.
Hit scan.
Jumped on a main. On a one. I've got to jump out of this. Careful.
Widow's down.
I'm on Diva now. Diva.
Purple Hawk. Thank you, Varana.
Good job.
I'm going back to point just for a sec. Actually, let's go a little bit like far right.
Okay,
Ana's just
remember what
holding main.
Catfish asked for. Shut down the hit scan first. That's what she asked for, so we're gonna focus on that.
Trying, but I cannot get us blind sight on this widow.
That's okay. Dark
They're
things
on, they're on Ash.
They have an Ash.
They're on top.
I'm going,
we can
I'm
dive
going
her.
middle
We can
main.
dive.
I'm going middle main.
Excellent.
Just hold this spot here. They're gonna res, that's okay.
Have rest.
Just keep holding here. Oh, I jumped down on accident. I should back down.
Pushing.
Oh, I'm half.
Purple
Guys,
Hog
go for a
left.
sec. Hog.
I need healing on the roof.
I woke up, sorry.
Tracer.
What the fuck?
Nice one.
Zar one. I'm jumping on Ana now.
About to rest my soul.
And I don't need.
Messy one.
Mercy one.
She's back.
Hog one.
Tracer on my left.
Yeah. I'm regrouping. Just hold high ground again. They just use bubbles.
Sorry, no personal. purple.
I'm gonna nano it
First to go into point.
DPS if possible.
No, she's not.
Probably nano monkey.
Someone's left.
Better not.
The
Yeah,
monkey.
I'm on Ana or Mercy rather. Mercy Val.
We have 6 ults, so I'm gonna fire.
Yeah.
Raise the point.
Oh no, I missed my
Perfect. That's perfect. I'm on Zar now. Zar half. I'm probably gonna
Trace
ult
on
here.
point.
Wait, the point. Need help? Heal?
I'm pushing Ash in. Pushing Ash on point. Ash on point. Ash on point. Zar.
Zarya, hard charge.
Zar. Focus Zar. I'll be on Ana.
I can't focus her alone, I'm gonna die.
On us one. Mercy's coming in a point, right? Mercy right. Zar now, Zar. Tracer, no recall.
Thank you.
Dash now.
Well played. You guys give Catfish's Pharah room to play Pharah by diving that hit scan. You guys are gonna win.
And can we not like jump up and down a lot while we're waiting for the team to engage? Because I can't follow and I get out of position and I die.
What do you mean by that?
Like, Soups kept, like, since she fell down and she jumped up, then she sat, they were pushing in. And like, I felt like the calls were like calling for me to be all over the place and I couldn't follow and I died because I got out of position.
No, that was a misstep from me. I literally just fell off a high ground. But usually when I jump up, it's so I could get healing on something. So I'm like, I need to disengage at that point. But it's just where we want to position. Just let me know where you want to be positioned.
And Catfish, feel free to call out the hit scan if she's troubling you and maybe your tanks haven't realized where she is or they think she's dead or something.
They got Zar. I don't see anything else. I think something's top right. Yeah, it's a
Doom.
Doomy.
Sombra.
Yeah, Sombra's just poking on point. I'm gonna hold this high ground top right. I gotta disengage here.
Doom below in the building. On the right.
From that.
Sleeping Hawk on the other side.
Actually, no, I'm low. I gotta disengage. Sorry.
Doom's back.
He's purple.
I'm hacked left side. I need help.
Sombra really get used.
I'm gonna jump. Oh, wait. Doom. I'm on Sombra.
Big purple 3.
Thank you for the heal.
Sorry, I won.
Doom tap. Doom one up top on left side. Their point.
Sleeping Hawk again on the other side.
Oh, so
All
close.
of them.
I'm on supports. Bubble. I'm on Zar. I'm just gonna hold high ground here. Don't go too far.
Reaper now instead of Doom.
Can we help Pharah? Okay, we're good. Reaper's top right. They're all main. They're still going main.
Got my ult.
I think Sombra left. Yeah, I
Yeah,
she
Sombra left.
translocated out.
First main. Watch out, Bella.
Oh shit. Reaper really get used.
Reaper. Nice.
One healer. Sombra on me.
Sombra translocated.
Yeah.
She's probably on her mega. Moira's going top right.
Healing.
They're gonna EMP soon. They've been farming it pretty good.
Okay, I
Also
just
have
need to
Square as well, I think.
But now remember, you want to stay near your Ana. When you're console.
They're all going main still. I'm gonna look to
Slow,
boop them
sorry.
off.
I
I'm
don't
engaging
wanna
now.
be there.
Sombra on point.
She probably has the MP here.
She's left side, I need help.
I can't get that. Yeah, oh no.
Or I need healing behind. Sombra right.
Sleeping Hawk. Oh.
Ah,
I'm
well,
on
not.
Sombra now. Sombra translocated, she's one. Top right.
Fine.
Hawk me, Hawk. They use lamp. I'm working on lamp. Zar on the far right. Zar far right. Get Zar far right. She's on coast. Bab's here too. More faded. Tracer's gonna touch far left.
Reaper on point.
Mora
Reaper.
traded again. Mora with no fade. Nice. Chase it out. Nice. Body blocking.
Oh,
Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
Just fall now. Bye.
Flap, 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 flap.
Reaper coming in. Not much.
Well played, guys. Well played. It is extremely important that you guys warm up before you play. Like, just compare this game to King's Row. Your comms are better. You guys are focusing the right targets. Like, you guys are respecting each other's kind of preferences and what you guys need your teammates to do in order to do your job. You guys really need to warm up. It's really important. The point that you guys lost, we had that. Ooh, those 4 juicy cards. Oh my gosh. Good job. Also, Frost, I know I've been having you play a lot of BAP today, but I really, really like your Mercy a lot.
Yeah,
Oops.
I feel like my Mercy's my best character.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna adjust some of the stuff here and put you on Mercy a little more. Duna, you've been doing a really good job on Ana. I know you said that you're more comfortable on Mercy, but do you guys want to try Ana swapping the Ana role, or are you okay, Frost, if I put you a little bit more on Mercy and then keep Ana, Duna on Ana? I'm okay to swap it and try it if you guys want to, or we can keep doing it this way.
I'm fine with whatever Duna wants to do.
Duna, do you have a preference?
I think it's fine. And
Okay, all right,
preference
yeah.
with
Okay.
Mercy.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So let me give this person things so they don't yell at me. Your map. What map do you get? Oh, let me pick. Okay, let's see what's. We haven't done a control yet.
2
We need
CP,
to
right?
do
Yeah.
a escort. All right.
Oh, we just did a control.
Yes, to do the
Oh, guys, we just won a control map.
Let's go.
So apparently our control map is Helios.
Also, I want to point out like how easy it was for you guys to win when you shut down Catfish's counter. It was easy when there was no hit scan alive, or on their last map there was. I don't know why they weren't running a hit scan. That just seemed like they're just. What were they gonna do? I mean, they had Sombra, which I guess that's a hit scan, but that's just not gonna. It's gonna be hard for her to deal with the Pharah. So. But yeah, it's a lot easier if you kill that hit scan and then let Catfish do her job as Pharah. Benno, you did a really good job on Soldier as well. You had multiple ultimates that you just played really well. You popped it at the right time. You didn't always call it, but that's okay. I know you're working on it. The only thing I noticed with you is just make sure you're around your Ana. You don't have to be exactly where she's at, but you shouldn't be like on the other side of the well from her, because that leaves her vulnerable, and it leaves you vulnerable too. Because we don't have like a Rhine shield that you can safely be behind either. So it leaves you open to being like hooked by a hog, for example.
Yeah.
So what I was saying was the map that you guys lost, that last push, we took way too long on that high ground, way too long. I know the Ashe Mercy was a problem. You guys didn't really have anything to deal with it. As soon as you recognize that, this is the last fight. They're 11 ticks from winning or whatever it was. You guys have Nano, and you had I think it was Rhine ult and then one other ult. At that point, ult your Rhine, everyone drop really quickly so the Ashe doesn't pick someone off without a shield, and just rush in. Ashe is gonna have to drop off high ground because how is she gonna hit you guys if you're all on point? But you're fighting point at that stage, and hopefully Soups at that point can get a shatter and kill enough people that they win the team fight. It needs to happen faster. If you can't counter the Ashe, that's fine. Rotate quickly. Force the Ashe to have to reposition because she's not going to do any damage when everyone's on point. Which map is next? Do you guys have a preference on that? I'm going to do one we haven't played. Okay, I'll do
Yeah, we haven't played escort.
Oh, escort? Okay, let's do... Gibraltar.
Yum.
This is another map I think you guys will do well on because we are gonna go dive. Okay, so we're defending first. We're gonna go dive defense. We're gonna go with the comp that we just played: Winston Diva, Pharah Mercy, Soldier Ana. Soldier, remember to stick with your Ana. And tanks, remember to prioritize the enemy hit scan. And if Catfish, if they're not doing that or they forget or they don't realize the hit scan's up, call it. And then tanks, I expect you to respect that call. All right, let's start.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Remember to reset to high ground.
Select your hero.
Why not? Yeah.
What?
Oh, it was just hero selection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Imagination is the essence.
Walnut was almost down to her last 15 seconds, but she managed to lock in the diva.
Yeah.
You got a Pharah?
Or not, you don't know.
Wait to get into the fight.
It's probably our last map here, by the way.
Yeah.
Gorilla, just like in those old video
So let's win it.
Where do I play? I'm
Duna? Is that Duna talking?
Where do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
I
you
was
guys
gonna say,
can-
where do
you
I
can
play?
start
Anna
here.
and then
You can
Sumnet.
you can start here. As soon as the payload goes under the bridge, you can rotate into the health pack room. And after the health pack room, if they pass the payload at that point, you rotate
okay,
to
they got a ball.
Flying Angry.
Ball hog. On a Pharah. And Widow. I'm gonna soft engage on Widow. Actually, wait, no, just come back just a little bit. I'll let Widow push up a little bit. Alright. She's still holding far left. I'm just gonna jump on her. She's main now? Yeah. Just gonna play this safe. I'm probably gonna get picked off here. I'm gonna need some help left. Thank you. Remember, fire.
I've been pushed down and down.
Where's this Widow at? Okay, she's man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna contest that Widow. Not on Soldier.
Do you want to go Widow? Contester? It's up to you. If you want to switch it, it's game, you
Okay,
can.
I'll see how it goes.
I'll have jump for
If
Widow
you
in
guys want to
2,
contest
1.
Oh, we have a Pharah. I'm gonna die here. I think.
Yeah, I gotta go back to the point.
Purple.
Oh, almost.
Nice healing on Soldier. No.
Call targets. Call targets.
It's just Diva left.
Okay, this is Diva. Good.
Onward and upward.
We all got shot spawn.
What else left there, Haga?
Do you want to contest this or no?
I'll try to touch it. Nah, just slightly too late.
Yeah, it's back. I'm down.
Back out completely. Completely. Run away!
Is Ball doing anything with y'all or not?
Not really.
Okay,
Like a little bit of booping around, but that's about
sure.
it.
Pharah's on top of ship. Pharah's half on top of
Oh,
ship.
we're going in?
I just bugged her away. Pharah's on top of ship. She's with Mercy now. Just make sure he doesn't get that for free.
The fuck was that, her?
I can see you after what enough.
Oh, they nan on Hog.
I advise that the next fight I'm gonna pop it and then change.
I didn't even realize we dropped. So.
Yeah, their hit scan's playing way too safe for me to dive. I cannot be too far out. I think we are gonna
We need
have
to
to
shut
have
down
a,
pharmacy first.
I think we do need a long range contest for that. Actually, I need to get off of this hero for last point too. not very good
I
at
mean,
it.
it's only Hawk and Anna on point.
Farah's already here on right.
Farah was one. She's still now.
So let's kill Anna.
Ash is far left. Ash is
Venom
far
is
left.
going to you.
Yeah, I'll get it. Oh, Farah came first.
Yeah.
We're not getting enough kills. I don't know why.
It's okay. It's okay. Focus. Focus. We do need to contest. Okay, we got that top left. Just pharmacy top left. Ball.
I popped ult.
I'm pushing up. Give me space. Ball's on the mega. Nice.
Nice nano, nice nano.
Alright, they're on Genji instead of Ashe now. They have no hit scan for you.
Help the soldier.
Back to back. I'm getting bigger.
Hog's still holding
Hawk
mega,
is
right?
one in the right.
He's full now. He's full.
I still dead.
Help top left. Help top left.
See you when you go to the corner.
I need help on Hog now. I need help on Hog now. Thank you. Hog book.
Oh, you're alone. I can go.
It's just reset.
We're gonna have to contest real quick though.
Got left doors, they're putting us in right.
I'm gonna charge main. Someone else please touch for a sec. I'm going in now.
Nice double, nice double, nice double. I'm down, I'm down.
It's just you, water.
I should have changed earlier, but I had ult and
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, their DPS are playing way too safe for me. I can't go too far out, or else I'll overextend for it. I'll run dive again just to roll out on it for second points.
They're gonna be far away again. They're doing it because they know we're playing dive. That's why they're far away.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep being far away. So
So we do. I think someone else is gonna have to contest their long range hit scan.
I'll do it, don't worry about it.
I mean, I can do it, but I'm gonna have to play someone other than Soldier. I can play Widow.
Try
Oh, okay.
Widow.
Alright, Fish got it.
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
What do you want as the other DPS then?
Do something.
Can we get something just to kind of help with the Hog then? Cause I could bubble him, isolate him, but alone I won't be able to kill him.
or Echo, maybe.
Reaper, a Bastion is okay if you know how to play him without a shield.
Don't understand how you can trust
So that's the big if.
Maybe even a McCree.
Yeah, I think Anna's a good pick here.
Then you can stun the Hawk when he tries to heal. And he's basically dead.
Yeah.
They're on ball left. They're all holding top right with Hog and Genji.
Hawk one!
Nice.
Knock down, knock down.
We'll jump up in a sec. Do we know where?
Pull down, pull down.
I'm jumping on Anna main. I'm pushing him all off a high ground.
Don't see you. Don't see
I'm
you.
just pushing him off a high ground.
I'll get you here.
Genji. Go on, Genji is on mega on the back.
Get you one.
Nice.
Alright, just keep pushing payload. I'll try to get a flank on the top right.
Just covering payload.
I'm taxiing our Mercy. Remember, you're down on DPS and the support.
High ground main.
Yeah, I gotta jump stop.
Got the Widow.
Nice.
Hold
Need
on,
help
hold on.
there.
Anna one in the back. Got it. Mercy's gonna rest.
Can we
someone.
protect Mercy?
Ashley,
Protect Mercy!
Mercy's behind with the Hawk.
Mercy one. Nice. I'm gonna go on Ash. High ground.
Tap.
Ash one. Hog.
The Hawk. Get the Hawk.
Anyone left? Okay. I'm gonna chase that Zarya.
She's pop up. Widows top right. She's slow.
Where's you alone? Left side?
She's on mega. Yeah.
I'm still walking.
Don't get payload.
we're just gonna hold this ship, make sure they can't have this. We'll get as much payload. I do need someone to scout for me though. I don't know where they're at.
Hog is ship.
Hog is inside.
I'm gonna be
Ash
on
and ship.
Yeah, Ash is off now. Alright, I'm gonna
Zarya
look for
main.
their Ana and I'm gonna
Below.
engage on them.
Widow was below.
That
Oh,
is
it's behind us.
free. There's Ash up double chip. It's fine, I
Why
can
do you walk around the corner? Okay, hold on.
So I shot the pipe from the Ash.
Oh, yeah.
There's two up top, there's two up top. Ash and Hog above you.
Further experimentation.
It's just the three of us. Get out if you can.
Alright, let's all go stairs top right. I'm almost there with the shield. I'm almost there if you walk right. I got you on Zarya.
This will
Okay.
protect us.
I'm doing.
Let's just
Yeah, we need to take the stairs. Now they're on double hit scan or double lung snipers. Everyone will need to go all the way, wrap around. Yeah, just wrap around. Go back to spawn and go high ground. Yeah, get everyone in a safe spot. Oh, this is the worst part.
The holding bottom left, I think.
Ash is right there.
We good? Okay.
No bubbles.
I'm gonna go on ship, try to pressure that Widow. Oh my god, where'd she go? Ash,
Sorry,
right
I
in
won.
front of us.
In the back.
Up here. Oh, she just jumped down. The Widow's still ship again.
Getting pocketed.
Let's back, let's back, let's back.
Here, I can't. It's really hard to dive into that now.
Do you want to change off die? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just me now on dive, so. But we're gonna have to find a way to get up there on ship and contest them.
I mean, we can always set up the Widow. We don't have to dive the Widow.
Or when
Just
they have
go under ship so she can't see us.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
far left, far left.
Shield up, shield up.
Hog is on the high ground.
Stay
Up,
close,
up,
stay
up.
close, stay close. Stay close, y'all.
I
We
think
disengage, disengage.
Back.
You gotta get me down.
They're gonna push me
One of the
here.
shoes is gone. Push him for it.
I have no shield for this, I can't push forward. Alright, stay really close when we push in on left.
Oh,
idiot.
hook down.
Yeah, we just wait. We're doing it for a sec.
Sorry, bubble.
Hog. They bubble, they're anti-me, just careful. Alright, are we here? Are we ready?
No.
I know you're alone.
Beno, please come with us.
I'm dead. It's fine.
I'm fine.
Stop picking because they want to stay with her.
Yeah, just play together. Play together. We're all gonna push in with the shield, alright? Just don't
remember
peek
to
early.
keep it up. Don't let it down for 1 second.
We good? Are we good?
Let's go.
Go. They're gonna break this really quick. Stay close, stay close. It's gonna break now.
Got the Widow. Genji
Guard,
behind, Genji behind.
Genji. I'm shattering. I didn't get anything. Get to Genji first. Genji needs to die here. Nice. Push up. Zar. I'm isolating from heals. Zar. Moreno fade.
Hog left.
They're on Hanzo now.
Hog no vape.
Hanzo far right. Hog. Ah, no. I have nothing left for this. Just let it. Just let him have it. Just let him have all that.
That's perfect.
Grab, nano, blade.
You're having fun with your mind.
Let's grab High Noon here. I'll hold shield, or let me know when you want me to hold shield though. I can't hold it forever.
And call bench deflect.
When we go out to get into position, hold shield up.
But they'll break it soon, so I need it like in a really very specific time. That's my only thing. If we're gonna high noon.
Oh, behind us.
Gonna grab now.
Oh, on the left side, watch out.
Grab.
Good side.
And then I got killed from
I didn't
Hanzo
have bubble.
behind us.
Sorry.
Alright. Reset, go to spawn, go to spawn, go to spawn, go to spawn. Can we pause real quick? Yeah, I really need to take
Not
this.
fish, no, not fish. Can you pause?
Not. Oh, I am.
You okay, Sips?
And Shadow's person is for sure a Smurf, right? They were like silver last season or something, or the season before. I was like, what? Excuse you.
Hey guys, now that you're paused, could someone give me an update on what's going on? With the
It's
game.
2-3. I can share screen if you want. You can go back into that.
Can't we invite you in?
I can't get my internet's down, so I'm on my mobile. I don't want to use my data for streaming though, Benno. So I just was hoping I
Yeah.
could get a verbal.
We've got
Swap
35 seconds left on pushing third point. I'll send you a screenshot.
There's- Oh, okay. 30 seconds left. You said so. It's last fight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much time did they cap with?
3 minutes 17.
What was it?
3 minutes 17.
Oof. Okay. They had a lot of time left over.
They
Alright,
rolls
I'm
and we
back
didn't
now.
top point.
Okay. All right. I'll be quiet now. Good luck.
Ready?
Ready, check, ready, check.
Mm-hmm.
My ultimate is ready. 30 seconds. No one can hide from my sight.
Go far left, take the wide angle. I need this Hanzo taken care of. Top left, thank you.
He's on the ship.
Oh, nice. We focus R, we focus R.
Just bubble, she's
I have
bubble.
no shield, just get ready. No shield for this. I'm gonna pin. I'm gonna shatter. I missed. Push up. Make sure 2 people stay on point.
I will ult you when you jump in, what or not.
Okay.
I have no shield now, no shield now, no shield now.
You're gonna jump in their face.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna check pressure monkey. There you go, perfect.
Hog.
Knock down.
I need Hans on the right, taking care of.
Ulting.
Get you.
I'm down.
Get you.
Rush your man.
That was an override. Last push, I think. Was okay.
Play of the game.
Was that the end of the game?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys didn't cap.
No, we got it close.
Okay. Well, do you guys want? They're ending the scrim now, right? Do you guys want to say like buying stuff before I
Yeah,
can
I
feedback?
think good there. Good little session.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
Go for it.
Okay, so one thing that I saw in a little bit that I was in Numbani is, Numbani is a very, very good dive map, but it requires a lot of coordination, specifically with knowing where to rotate. I don't want to put too many resources on any one map because all maps are valid. So, you know, there's just as much of a chance as this being picked as any of the other, like, you know, what is it, 20 maps or whatever it is. There's no reason for us to spend an extra 30 minutes on this map, you know, going through positioning and stuff. So I would just take this map out of our pool if possible. Obviously, if it gets picked, that's, you know, we don't have a choice. But Gibraltar is a very technical map, so I'd be surprised if another team picks it either. I just wanted to give it a try to see how you guys would handle it. We didn't go through any rotations or anything like that. So I didn't expect you guys to execute very well. Like I said, it is a complex map, so don't worry.
Yeah, you got cut off there for a bit, but you said don't worry about the
Yeah.
map. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about the map. A couple times. So this is just comms. This is cleaning up comms, soups. Just remember that, you know, your team is kind of waiting for the confirmation that you're diving somewhere. Like, for example, on second, like there, after you guys lost first point, you mentioned there's a Farah on top of ship. You didn't say that you were diving her. You just said Farah on top of ship, and then you jumped up. But the rest of your team just stayed where they were because they didn't realize you were diving in that moment. So just make sure you're, you know, like if you're just pointing someone out, then yeah, you can say watch widow on the left or whatever. But if you're going to dive her, then just make sure you say that and say fair on top of ship, I'm going now, or something like that.
Okay.
So one or not knows whether or not she should be
because I
going with
remember
you.
someone said, "Hey, like we're going on her." In my mind, I had it, but I didn't display. You know, I didn't say it correctly what I was doing. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's okay. You know, all this stuff I'm giving you, like, please, nobody take it personally. Like, comms is probably like takes the longest for teams to get down, and it's a little unfortunate because the teams that we're playing against, they've been together for a while, and so their comms are going to be better than ours. So we're going to be struggling a little bit on that, but that's okay. That's just, you know, one of the things that we have to work on, and we know we have a lot to improve on it. So that's one way for us to improve, is just to make sure that we're calling when we're actually jumping versus just pointing out, hey, hog on the left, be wary of that, or something like that. A couple other things that I noticed. This is just overall what I saw today. So as you guys notice, I put you on dive for almost all the maps. And the reason for that is because I do think that your dive comp is superior to your other comps. But it's only superior to your other comps if we're making the right plays. So that means we're getting purples, which is, I know I keep emphasizing that and beating you guys over the head with it, but that to me is extremely important. Following up on those purples. And then one thing that I do want to see a little more of, like for example on Volskaya, and then also on Numbani, I noticed this. Sometimes we were diving the tanks first when the squishies were, you know, vulnerable in their areas. So just make sure that, like for example, one of their pushes, they went down main. And so the tank was in front, and then all the squishes were in back because everyone was going down main. So in that situation, our Winston Diva should have, you know, they have high ground. They can look down and start doing some damage, just drop without using their jump abilities, pick off their BAP or whatever squishy they can, and then jump back up when they need to disengage. And now they just lost their main heals, right? So just remember that, you know, focusing squishies is your first priority most of the time. There was another push they had where they all went under, and in that situation, the Reinhardt was the only one who comes out of that door first, right? And so you guys kind of look down and start doing damage to the Rein. That's perfectly fine. He's the only person that you can even do any damage to at that point. But in situations where it's open, like when they're all coming down main, you have all those squishy people behind that Reinhardt that you could have just, you know, been doing damage to and killing at that point. Otherwise, you guys did a much better job of like keeping your comms kind of clean. So like when someone was made, I didn't get to hear the rest of this map, but I know that, you know, when someone made a little mistake or whatever, it wasn't being called out in game. So thank you for respecting that and, you know, not calling things out in the middle of the match. I kind of want to hear what you guys thought about the games that we had today, and if there's anything on specific maps that you guys wanted to discuss. I just want to know how you guys are feeling about the heroes you were playing and the play style of the team in, you know, kind of relation to the hero you're playing and whatnot. Anyone can share whatever.
I guess for this last map, someone pointed out they did a really good job of adjusting to the dive because the Widow was just in Narnia, but she still had space to do something. So that was just really hard. I didn't know exactly what to do, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try diving her. I know she's gonna, play cat and mouse with me, but then I wasn't able to support the rest of the team, so it not
Did we
entirely.
go widow at any point? Did anyone?
Eventually we did, I think, but we were at
I
the
think I
first
switched for
rollout.
attack, but I should have just switched for defense then. But I
Yeah.
didn't realize they were gonna be that far back, and it was too
Yeah,
late
they
to
were so
switch.
safe.
But we didn't touch point at all either, or barely.
Yeah, and when they do that and not just this map, but on any map where there's super long sight lines and their widow is actually, doing work to a point where you have to do something about it, but she's out of range of your divers, your dive tanks, then you guys kind of have to go widow in that situation. Now you can do something like a Sombra if that widow is just absolutely amazing and you can't contest her as widow, then you can switch to something like Sombra. You can play like a Soldier McCree and just do chip damage to her instead of actually killing her consistently. You can play it that way, but I would like to see a swap to Widow if their Widow is doing that, abusing long sight lines and staying out of range of your tanks and stuff. So remember, that is an option to you guys. You guys have Widow players on your team, so it is in your pocket.
Okay. And then I just wanted to just kind of bring up on just Ryan Shield, specifically on the third point of Gibraltar. Just one thing for me in my eyes, playing Ryan, especially versus Hog, is gonna be baiting those hooks, right? 'Cause if I do just hard shield coming out, they got the Hanzo, they have the Hog, they have the Zarya. They're literally just gonna wait for my shield just to break, and then they're gonna try to hook. So I think we still could use some work on, hey, when do we really want to hard hide behind the shield versus just me trying to bait it and everyone else kind of playing a little safer. But
for this particular case, I can tell you when.
yeah.
And that was when, shield up when we go in. When I've killed the widow, you can play. You can play tag with the hog, because the reason why you need the shield up is because the widow can pick us off so easily.
Yeah, but
the second you put it down, she can kill someone.
But that was before we were even out of spawn. We were just right there. We were making the call to just completely hard shield, and I think there I have to conserve just a little bit. I definitely have to play more around the widow. Also just hard shielding everyone. But just do note, if I do have to do that as well, it's not gonna last long at all. It'll probably last 3 seconds at the latest. We still have to learn on how to best work with that.
We could also against us because Zarya Hog is like a tank lineup now, which is kind of annoying and dumb, but yeah. But Soups, you play Hog, right?
I do. I will, not to shut it down early, but I did try it with my team too, the Hog Zarya. None of us found any comfort in that comp. Oh my god, it was painful.
I'm not a fan either.
I get why it works, but it just doesn't click with me.
Okay, that's fine. I thought I'd just ask. But yeah, I was gonna say we could counter with that, but I'm not a fan of that comp either. But if your shield is being destroyed, it is kind of you're just feeding at that point. So in that situation, everyone really, really needs to play corners super hard. And if that means they get a little bit of an alleyway that they shouldn't have gotten, I don't care as long as you're able to hold that corner and prevent them from capping the next point. So, playing those corners, Soups, you're going to have to be very aggressive in calling that you're backing to a corner so the rest of your team knows to back behind that same corner if you're going to be doing that. But that's really the only way, that we can try to keep some semblance of a shield is to hard play corners, force them to push that corner, and then in that situation, once they get up in front of you, then you can start swinging and doing some damage.
Yeah, just make one good decisive push off of it.
Purple them. Yeah, the purples should be a lot easier for you. Of course, the Zarya can clear at least 2 purples, but the purpling should be easier. That if she's using her bubbles to clear purples, then she doesn't have bubbles for burst damage after that. So
You just have to really play those corners super hard in that situation.
Mhm.
It's putting a lot of pressure on all of your squishies in the back, especially if they're running snipers. Like, positioning is so important, but if you can position just right, you won't be killed by long range DPS. I know it sounds impossible, but if you focus on your positioning, it's going to be very, very difficult for that long range damage to actually be useful.
Mhm.
Yeah, and listen for like calls for when their long range DPSs are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yep.
I call it out every time I kill the Widow or the Hanzo or whatever long range they had. Every single time I called it out.
And call when they get rezzed. Call when you think they might be back, because that's going to affect the positioning of the rest of your team. If they have like a Reaper and a Widow, Widow's dead, say Widow's dead. Now the back line can relax a little bit and not be so worried about, playing in an alleyway because there's no Widow to kill them from long range. Okay, so I want to hear from the other teammates. Everyone doesn't have to say something, but I do want a couple more at least to kind of just give me a little bit of feedback on what you guys thought about the scrims today. Something that was either bothering you, something that you thought we did really well, something that you think we could do differently, anything.
I just got extremely frustrated at some point on Lighthouse when we were on the point and Soups, you called out the Sigma because he was right in front of us, right at the doorway. You put your shield up, and you go like Sigma, 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 while you're moving away and over to somebody else on a completely different side, which killed me completely because I listened to your call and tried to kill the Sigma, but suddenly I was alone, even though we're like you're on point as well.
Let me go back to that point in the recording so I know what you're talking about. This was on Lighthouse, you said?
Yeah. And
Okay,
while
I'm
we
on
had
Lighthouse.
the point.
Okay, so it was.
I was playing McCree.
Okay, I'm watching. Wait, was it had you guys just lost the point and then you regained it? Or you're defending
I don't
it?
know. I just remember that we had it and we were defending it. Don't know what happened before or after. Well, we lost. I think we died. But
yeah,
after,
I'm gonna look at it too, because I think I have an idea what I was doing, but let me just look it over as well.
Yeah, but just like the focus on the taco that you call, like that more focus on the taco that you call would be nice.
Yeah,
It's just
what I
confusing.
do, I think what I do
really,
try
really
to do
confusing.
is like shield heals from them, but I just want to see what this specific example was. If we could try to find that, that'd be great. Just to say like, hey, I am kind of just calling something and walking away, or if I am, saying, hey, I'm just not communicating what I want to be doing. Like I could call like say, hey, focus Sigma, I'm gonna block shields off. I could add that too, so I just want to make sure what I am doing or what I am not doing.
I think it was later.
Why is my What the? Oh no. Okay, so the way that I accidentally recorded this is about 20% of the right side of the screen is cut off.
Oh.
Why is there no kill feed? I'm like, oh my god, the kill feed is cut off.
I found it 245-ish.
Can you tell me the percentage of points?
Percentage.
We have, I don't know, I think 34 at that time, and they had 49.
Okay.
34.
Okay, yeah, I literally got on it. I see Sigma's on point, Bob's on point.
Yeah, you called out the Sigma. You're like Sigma, 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 and then you just walk right away. And
Let me see.
And I got wrecked.
Are you listening to the audio there? I'm gonna put on.
Well, I can't hear the audio, but I can remember. Like, I remember it.
Yeah, so we're holding point at 34% blue, 49% red. And this is where that engage starts. I think this is it.
Yeah, I actually agree with Catherine's point. I just listened to the audio. You did call Sigma twice, I think. You said Sigma.
Multiple times.
I think what maybe happened was you got a little freaked out because your entire team just got massively purpled. And so you felt like you needed to suddenly protect on the right because there's literally an Ana and an Ashe just shooting everyone on your right suits. I think that's why instead of shielding left and dealing with the Sigma, you rotated right to protect your team from the Ashe and the Ana. That's what I think may have happened. But
yeah, I see that too.
I do think that everyone should have, like, the shield makes sense to me because there is the hit scan is a bigger threat in that moment when your entire team is purple. So I think you were actually right in trying to shield from the hit scan, but everyone else should have focused down the Sigma. He's literally there by himself on the point. I'm gonna clip this and send it to you guys. By the way, my internet's down for at least the next 4 hours.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna clip this so you guys see what I'm talking about, and there's audio in here as well. So, and I'm gonna watch it a couple more times just to see if there was like something else that could have been done. But Catfish, you're right in that you were actually doing the right thing, Catfish. You just didn't have any backup. That Sigma should have died. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's really frustrating because I feel like following the calls is killing me.
No,
like,
it's not. I mean, most of the time,
no, but that's what it feels like to me.
Well, actually, this is a good example of like most of the time you guys are following. I'd say maybe a good 70% of the time, which doesn't sound like it's far from 100, but 70% is pretty good, guys. 70% of the time, you guys are focusing on this. The other 30%, you're not, and then you get punished for it. So, yes, Catfish, you're right in that you were alone and you shouldn't have been. But I also see that Soups saw the threat change to my entire team just got purpled and there's a hit scan staring at everyone through this right door. So I feel like Soups was under pressure in that moment now to just protect from the hit scan that could have one shot any of the squishies behind her at that point. But I think that while Soups was fine, everyone else should have helped Catfish with that Sigma. But again, I do think everyone freaked out because everyone was purple. Like as a support, I would have freaked out. Everyone on my team's purple and half HP. I'm freaking out. But part of what will make you progress as a player in this game is not freaking out in situations where you probably should be freaking out. As crazy as that sounds, but like as a support, especially if you're playing someone like Ana, you know how important it is when there's like a tracer on you and you have 10 HP left and you know you're about to die. If you focus at all in that moment on the fact that you have 10 HP, you're dead. But if you continue to focus on I can hit this sleep dart, you have a chance of actually surviving in that situation. And the difference between those two scenarios is you're not freaking out. This situation that Catfish was in, I understand completely why it was frustrating, but I also see that I think the entire team had a moment of, oh shit, and then you guys paid the price for that. But everyone should have followed Soup's original call to kill the Sigma who was alone on that point right next to you guys. He's literally almost in the middle of the team with no one there near him. He should have died. And Catfish should have had support in killing that Sigma. So I'm going to clip this because Catfish, I hear you when you say that this was very frustrating for you. I see exactly why it was frustrating for you. So I'm going to just clip this and send it to you guys in the 4 or 5 hours and my internet's going to be back. So you guys can kind of just see what happened here. And focus, it's okay, we're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to make bad calls sometimes, that's fine. But what I think the takeaway from this is we need to really try not to freak out when it looks like we're about to lose the fight. That's going to guarantee the losing of the fight instead of giving us a chance to hold on. Okay, thank you for bringing that up, Catfish. That was important.
Yeah, that was it's unfortunate because I feel like that, like really small split decision, right? And I think it's really hard to make.
Yeah.
To make like everyone also thinking about their own play in that time. So yeah, rough moment there.
Yeah, it happens. We make mistakes, and that's fine as long as we learn from them. All right. Were there any other moments or general things that people felt was working, wasn't working, they'd like to see changed?
I
Okay,
go
go
ahead.
on.
What?
No, go ahead.
No, you.
No, you. On Elia's ruins,
Yep.
sometimes our DPS and tanks pushed too far ahead, and Duna was alone on point, and we had to call for peels for a long time before anyone showed up. And that was
So,
one of the things that
oh,
stuck in my
okay,
mind for some reason.
okay.
That I had to call for peels for a long time before people came.
That is, sorry, I'm trying to get into the thing. Is that Frost that's talking right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Duna should be with Benno on point most of the time. Benno can occasionally push up a little bit, like around the next corner, but she shouldn't be beyond one corner ahead of Duna. She should never be out of line of sight of Duna, basically. But other than that, should be with her. So if Duna does have, because like the tanks, your tanks in Ilios ruins, they're not diving nobody. They're diving people back there. So that means the full team is not on point. Otherwise, who are they diving, right? So if your tanks are diving, their hit scan and their backline, their supports, yes, you may have some divers diving you, but you should have Benno with you to protect you to some extent and ask for peels at that point. I know it sounds kind of terrible, but sometimes the support backline are sacrifices. As long as our dive results in a better kill than theirs.
Yeah. Okay. I get that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I think we won
So
the fight
now if
every
Duna
time.
was yeah, so Duna sorry, go ahead.
That wasn't saying anything. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So Duna being, on point is fine. And then Benno should be in her vicinity. It doesn't have to be right next to her, but in her vicinity, able to run back to her if, say, for example, a diva jumps her, right? And put down the heal station to help her out. And that should discourage the diva. But your tanks were fine. Your tanks are dropping on their back line and should be jumping up. And whenever they need heals or whenever they need to jump out, they were playing that okay. And it's okay for Duna and Benno to kind of hold the back line together. And then Catfish is playing kind of in between. Sometimes with dive, if she hears, oh, there's someone, whatever, I need help now, she can throw some rockets there. She doesn't have to go there. She can just do some long range rockets if she, wants to just discourage someone slightly. So that's okay. I know it might feel a little uncomfortable for them to be by themselves a little bit, but that's the right play.
I think in general, I feel like docking onto this like a little bit. I am sometimes a bit frustrated with, sorry to say that, Benno's positioning, because I sometimes feel like she's like in a place where she just shouldn't be, and then she calls for healing, and I really cannot see her, and I'm like, no, don't be there, please. And like twice today, I feel like it got me out of position because she was calling for healing, but then stepping backwards around walls, and I'm trying to follow her, but I shouldn't have, of course. And like I think it's important, especially when we either play the dive or when we play kind of what we're usually playing, that Benno is like my my rock basically.
Yeah.
So, it's like please watch where, please watch where I am, kind of like. And I feel like that I also noticed that and I also don't think that I would be good at this playing soldier, because you already have so many things to look for. But like my health, and I need to maybe like aggressively ask for like healing station. But yeah, sometimes I feel like, don't put the healing station down when you're losing HP. When we're in the back on Mumbani, I think, like, put the healing station down when I'm losing HP, because I can heal you.
Yes,
Kind of shitty for
absolutely.
your ult charge, but yeah. And I also don't. I would totally do the same as a soldier, because you just do it automatically. It's really hard to not do it.
Yeah, I mean, Benno is playing instinctually in that she's like, shoot, I'm about to die. I need to hide from the enemy team, which is correct. She's LOSing the enemy team, but she's also at the same time LOSing her Ana, right? So kudos to kudos to Benno for having the instinct to take cover and line of sight. So in this situation, what I would say is that Benno, you need to be very, very mindful of where you're on a setup. And I think, Duna, you even want to tell Benno, I'm setting up here. So Benno has mental note to self. This is where my Ana is. So if I need heals, if I'm going to push out a little bit, because remember, Benno, you should be around here. You can push out sometimes. That's okay. So when Benno, you are going to go on a little mini vacation, it's your responsibility at that point, because you're the one on vacation, of knowing where your Ana's line of sight is. And if you need heals, like, okay, so I just need to back up to this corner so Ana can heal me if I need it. And Duna, feel free to tell your teammates, not just Benno, any of your teammates, move to the left, move to the right. I can't heal you from there, instead of putting yourself at risk of like an enemy widow or something to try to heal them.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, overall, I feel like I've just also had shitty games today, so I don't even want to like say too much about it because it's not my usual form, I think.
It's a scrim.
No,
We're
but that
all
was a really
good.
good thing. That's a really good thing to bring up. So thank you for bringing that up.
Can I
Go on, Fish.
just very short note? I did this too when Kaden was playing with us, and she told us that she called out things, but nothing happened. I actually turned her up, like way above everybody else, because otherwise I didn't hear. And I think this has been the exact same case, but with Frost. Like so you say you keep calling for peels, but honestly, I can only remember hearing it one time on the map, and I don't think that's on you. I think that's just the voice difference. So now I'm turning you up higher than everybody, well, as high as I can get you.
Alright. Yeah, and then one thing I just want to say this real quick. I think one thing about that too is I do have a tendency to overcome, so I'm clouding that a little bit. So it's something I still need to work on. So I think that does affect it though. So you gotta be like really shout it, like, hey, like, peel for me, peel, I need peel, like left or I think, but that's also something I do need to work on.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Soups, for the most part, your comms are good, but you probably do overcome by probably 30%, I would say. But it sounds like you're already aware of that. So just try to reduce the unnecessary stuff. But at the same time, I do need the rest of you to comm more aggressively when something's important.
I already have Frost at max, so it would be really useful if people can like, if someone else has, I know Soups does this occasionally, like if she hears the supports, she will just like echo their calls. Will be really useful if everyone else did that as well.
But yeah, echoing calls I think is also great because it kind of gives confirmation, like, hey, someone else heard the call, someone else says, hey, that's the call we need to make. I agree with echoing.
Yeah, like, it doesn't just have to be the supports asking for peels. Like, if we hear it, we can be like, okay, guys, we need to peel for supports, or XYZ call.
Or you can say, jump to support our.
You
she got
send yourself, haven't you?
Yeah. Hold on, we gotta add her.
I think you wanted to say that we need to jump to our support. Sounded like it.
Here, I sent a quick message. Oh no, I hope she's not talking. Oh no! This is painful.
I'm feeling like all the wisdom, like, it's just coming out right now.
Right?
All the really important key points.
This is the motivational speech and we just missed all of it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. It's still going, isn't it? Multiple pings maybe? Oh man. Ugh. Alright.